I still got my notes for Shingeki no Bahamut. Yeah, Bahamut. It was... Oh no. Shingeki no Bahamut had a bad week. And some of you people may think that this was actually good. And from just like looking in, just looking from the outside in, it was a good episode in technicality. It's like around the 6 range. But for me, this episode felt like a fucking 4. Because for Shingeki no Bahamut, for me, I have really high expectations. Because when you come from a series like this, where most of the episodes are 8s touching near 9s, if you have one bad episode, it will fucking kill the series. And it couldn't afford this episode. Because it's nearing to the end, and people are already getting drawn away from the show. It was just overall, it just had many problems, a lot of problems. I think one of the main problems is that they started introducing, like, villains we had never even heard of. Like, there was Lucifer, there was the guy on the fucking, that thing that killed Azazel. Another problem, speaking of which, in the comments, since you guys were talking about it, Azazel last week, you guys were like, hey, you can just teleport away from this is fucking stupid. Now I agree, it was fucking stupid, because he always had the ability to teleport away. So, with that being said, what was the point of worrying? I think that I legitimately just forgot he could teleport. And I don't know how. I think that I was more confused with him doing illusions and not teleporting. I think that was where I was coming from. And that was really fucking stupid of me. And you guys in the comments were right. I should have paid more attention to that. And that is why I now have Shingeki no Bahamut at a 7. But there are also more problems. Like, here was the main problem with this episode: the way the king fucking killed the episode. Holy shit. The betrayal and the time when the king saw one of his men dead at the end of the episode. Holy shit, was this anticlimactic. Or not anticlimactic, but it was more like mood killed. It didn't Akame got killed. Akame got killed the scene. And it was an awful way in doing it. In short, what I mean is that the king, when he was supposed to be scared, he sounded like he was comedically laughing. It was so god-awfully funny that you can't take the scene serious. It was legitimately like a scene from Akame Got Killed, where the scene's supposed to be a sad scene, and then they throw in like comedic tears, or they throw in a fucking derp face there, for the fuck of it. And you get my point. Speaking of derp faces, at 5:57, it may be a little earlier than that. It's from the 5:50 range to the 6-minute range. There is a gigantic fucking face derp. I will put it on screen. I swear to God, am I the only one that saw this? There's no way I'm the only person that saw this. Yeah, okay. Another problem resides within, like, the people that are in the background. Kind of when they're just, like, standing there when, Favreau, Kaiser, and Amira, and, what the fuck's her name? The zombie girl are all fucking sitting at the throne. Or they're standing at the throne. And then there are those soldiers in the background. I'm just like, okay. They shouldn't just legitimately just be CG copies fucking standing there. It was really, for me, even though they weren't moving, I think that was the most distracting part. It wasn't necessarily the fact they weren't moving, it was the fact that they were really bland and they were CG, and they did not blend well at all. They were extremely noticeable, and I think that's something Mappa has to work on. They did a pretty good job with the Senko and CG. They need to work on blending CG, because it's god-awful in Garo. It was okay. It was decent in Shingeki no Bahamut, but now it's not even that, because it is really fucking noticeable, and that's a problem. Let's see, scrolling through my notes. Oh, yeah, there was a lot of rushing. It now felt like, this episode felt like as if they were trying to rush. Now, some people were like, they've been rushing half this time, and it's been a lot of people. It's been a multitude of people that have been saying that. But, in my opinion, I still knew what was going on. And there were people that were like, I don't even know what's going on. I was like, they've been explaining it actually really well. They've been explaining it progressively. So for you to not know what's going on, I don't think you were paying attention whatsoever. Or maybe that wasn't the case. Maybe it was just the fact that you legitimately don't understand what's going on. But it's a really simple plot and story. I'm not going to explain it now because this is an episodic review, not an anime review. But, yeah. this episode just felt rushed to me, and I don't know if that was just me or not. And the reason why I say this felt rushed was because of this entire thing about gods being wiped out. And it was in the middle of when all those, what was it? I think there were like 3 angels in that heaven place, or not heaven place, heaven, whatever the fuck it was, in the clouds. What the fuck are they talking about? I was like, when the hell are you talking about gods being wiped out? Because I'm like, I never remember seeing anything about gods being wiped out. I never remember hearing about anything about gods being wiped out. Just, what? I I just don't remember anything like that. And I know it must not just be me, because this is like, yeah, it couldn't have just been me. I know it's not me. Another problem that I had, some people are going to call this pretty picky. Lucifer, I think, looks cool, but it's a really fucking lazy design. And here's why. It's I damn near thought that was actually Azazel. I really did. When it first popped up, I said, wait, what? And then, like, I was like, wait, Lucifer. I was like, oh, what the fuck? I was like, that looks just like him. Are they brothers? Are they twins? Sisters? Dad? Mom? Relatives? Cousin? What the fuck is this? And I don't know if we're ever going to know that. I really don't. But it's really just them just mapping short. They're being really lazy on the character designs. Or whoever is in charge of these character designs is being really lazy about that shit. But yeah. Another thing that I want to talk about, this is something just that we can really skip over. You know, it's not too much. The lighting in some scenes is really too much. It's like Wind Waker HD, where it's just like certain scenes and flashbacks. They're just like really bright, and it's really hard to see what the fuck is going on. There was one point in like when Amira cried out at the beginning. Her face was so goddamn neutral, it killed the scene. And it was another instance in where the entire scene was killed because of just one little thing that turned into a major thing. I still have skepticism on the father, on if he's really behind the, like, we know he's not behind the strings or anything like that, but I still have skepticism on if the father is working against this in this plot point. But yeah, we know that Mira still has to meet her father technically. Maybe her father's Bahamut. Who fucking knows? I wouldn't be surprised. I just don't know how a fucking dragon would conceive that. Whatever. Then again, the dragon didn't really conceive it, but then the dragon would have to fuck them up. Okay, we're getting no, fuck, get that thought out of my head. Now I'm thinking of dragon dildos. Oh god. I will have to say there was one good part in this episode for me, and I think it was the entire explanation of Amira, her father, her mother, and that entire explanation. The entire explanation there was, in my opinion, handled really well, but that was it. Everything else, to put short, was shit. And there was another part where there was good camera work, like at the end, there was some great camera work there. I could see what was going on. It could fuck people's dizziness up, though. It could make people really dizzy if, you know, but it was really short, so I don't really have a problem with that camera. I thought it was actually pretty good. Everything else, yeah, shit. And did I say I was gonna give this like episode a 6? Because I shit on it way too much to give it a 6. That episode was like a 4. It was mediocre, and actually I would consider it bad. This is why I've been telling people this week's episode was shit. And I'm sorry that I got this out late, but Negroes, they come over to the house, they don't fucking leave. Alright. I think that's it. I want to get the Shigatsu thing out, but you guys tell me in the comments, should I still get the Shigatsu one out? Because I have it recorded, but I'm wondering if I should just put it in, or do a dual review this week. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. If you guys did enjoy, please leave a like, comment, and shut the fuck up. Fucking stupid ass surveys. Fuck this shit. Anyways, I will see you guys later. Excuse my language, but those surveys piss me off. They're like here every fucking day. Deuces.